Hey there, this is Heidi from Create with Heidi, and today I'm going to show you how to make a recipe into some wall decor. The materials I'll be using for this project are a black canvas that is 16 by 20, a paper cutter, a brayer, my awesome tech wrap tools, my scraper, my weeding tweezers, and my weeding pen. To begin all of my projects, I cut out all of my materials so that as I begin cutting, I'm ready to go and I don't need to bother with finding and cutting materials. For this project, I am using matte white vinyl, a holographic silver chrome vinyl, and black grid transfer tape. All right, now that I have everything prepped, I am ready to begin cutting. The first thing I need to do is remove my protective cover off of my mat. Then I'm going to put my vinyl on my mat. I like to gently fold it over in half, careful not to create a crease so that I can align it on the mat straight for easier application onto the mat. Then I use my brayer to help make sure that the vinyl is really adhered well to the mat. Once it's all done cutting, I'm going to begin the weeding process. Weeding is removing all of the excess vinyl that you won't be using for your project, so that's what you can see me doing here. I like to move slowly and carefully so that I don't rip anything, so that I don't risk losing any dots to my eyes or periods, anything like that. This vinyl is incredibly easy to weed, and so you don't have to try too hard to be careful. All right, my holographic vinyl is finished. Look how beautiful those colors are. I'm going to put transfer tape on this really quick so that it is ready to go, because I know that my white vinyl is going to take me quite a bit of time to weed. And so when I'm done, I'm going to want to move on and start adhering to my project. Okay, so here we go. The first thing I'm doing is I'm using an X-Acto knife and I am breaking my big sheet of white vinyl into sections. It makes it so much easier to weed when you cut it into sections so that you can peel off those larger pieces of vinyl and not have it start getting stuck to other pieces of the project. Because I've got white on white, I'm going to be using a backlight underneath my vinyl to help me see better what I'm doing. I had just a little bit of trouble with the weeding. It had nothing to do with the vinyl. It actually had to do with the font that I chose to use, it wasn't perfectly closed off. So there were several letters that I needed to go in and carefully cut or rip away so that the excess vinyl could come off. So it was actually quite a tedious and long process, and I only wish that it could have gone as fast as it showed. All right, so that's done. I'm putting my weeding tools away, and I'm going to use my scissors to cut the vinyl now into the pieces that I want to use with my transfer tape to adhere it to the canvas. All right, so one thing that's important to know about canvas, it's really difficult, almost impossible to get vinyl to stick to canvas. The texture of the canvas makes it difficult. So what you need to do is put down glue or Mod Podge, something to give it a more smooth surface so that that vinyl can adhere and stick firmly to that surface. I'm using my scraper and I am starting to put my vinyl on my canvas. This was also a little bit of a tedious process. I think that my canvas could have used another layer or another coat of Mod Podge, but I was too excited. I wanted to see how this was going to turn out, so I didn't do that extra layer, and I should have. And here is the finished product. I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I of course had to add in some of the cookies from the recipe. Thank you so much for watching.